So it's finally here, I finally got it. The MacBook Pro 14-inch with the M1 Pro chip. A very complicated name, but I have been waiting for this moment for so long, especially because I wanted to upgrade from my 16-inch Intel i9 laptop, which is the MacBook Pro as well. I really didn't like this computer because of the overheating problem, always having to run my air conditioning to the maximum power or keeping the windows closed so it didn't overheat. And I think that was unacceptable, especially considering the price of this laptop, which it was around $3,000 US. So I got this one, it's a bit cheaper. This one is the 10-core CPU, 16-core GPU with 1 terabyte, so roughly the same specs as my old 16-inch MacBook Pro. But I want to see how it works with Lightroom Classic, which is the main app I will be using, and I will be testing to see if it's really worth it. Is it gonna outperform the old MacBook Pro? Is it gonna be the same? So I'm gonna see how it works with the M1 chip. And first, let's do unboxing. So it has been 3 days since I started using the MacBook Pro with the M1 Pro, and I'm really happy with the performance. I just placed it there with the external monitor, and it has been great for me, especially the size. I don't care if it's 14 or 16 inch, since I will always place it in the stand connected to the external monitor, unless I'm just traveling or maybe I want to put it in the sofa, and then the 14 inch, the size will be perfect. Other than that, there are some issues I encountered with this laptop. So it means it's not perfect, as everyone says, and that's when using external drives. When using the external hard drive, or maybe the SD card, or also the external SSD, sometimes I cannot eject them. It has some issues. I don't know if it's not optimized for the M1. And also the SD card reader, sometimes it doesn't work. I insert the card, it doesn't read the card, I need to remove the card, then place it again, and then it works. I have to restart the laptop several times because of this. And if you're using external monitor, this can be very annoying. There are so many things I love about the MacBook M1 Pro, and that's for sure how responsive and fast it is, especially when you are doing some kind of edit, like changing exposure, clarity, sharpness, maybe making a mask. It feels so much faster and responsive than the previous Mac, and I love that. Also, the battery life is good enough for a whole day, just like a cell phone, just like the iPad. And it's enough to do anything, even if you want to use it in your sofa or in the table. Basically, you don't want to use it connected. I think it's great. Even though I will use it there, I think it's a great feature, especially when you are traveling. And last but not least is that they include the SD card, the 120Hz display, and that they finally fixed the problem with the overheating that we used to have with the i9. Now it doesn't have this problem, it's always cool, and it will never overheat. And well, that's my experience with the MacBook Pro M1 Pro. I'm pretty sure the M1 Max will be even better, but I couldn't afford that, it's too expensive, and also I think this one should be more than enough for me. I really hope you like the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.